It's Chris Kalen back with the episode of Next Up, and I'm very excited about this interview because it's a lot of growth, it's a lot of maturity. It just felt really grown. So I am here with R Dotta. So before we dive into it, how are you?
I'm chilling, man. I'm excited about this project. Excited to be doing this. I'm cooling, man.
As you should be. So I got a sneak peek. First of all, I love getting exclusives. So I got a sneak peek of Call Me Dott 2, and just from the first album to this one and all your work in between, this felt grown. This felt like a mature R Dotta. So in the intro you said, in the intro you used Didn't I Blow Your Mind?
I gotta cut you off with something real quick.
Yes.
So I feel like Chris Kalen don't get her flowers enough in Charleston. So we got something for you.
Why do y'all want me to cry on camera? Oh, I love this! Thank you! Y'all know I love champagne!
We're gonna pop this right now.
Oh, wow! Okay, this was not a part of the script, you guys. So, oh, wow!
Shout out to them boys that been in front of Ross on Main Street.
Yes! Oh, I love this!
Song.
Oh my, you know what's just crazy? I just told somebody, I was like, you're not from Charleston if you don't got a Palmetto Rose in your car.
Man.
Like,
you gotta be on the dash. You know I'm from Charleston if you're the catalyst for that.
And first of all, I love giving my flowers. So we have to cheers to that. We're cheers to the flowers and cheers to Call Me Dott 2. Yay.
For the people.
I was like, with champagne, I don't know if we hit it. I have to grow up some more, so. I said with champagne, I don't think I was supposed to do that, but it's okay. We're here now. We're classy still.
We from the hood.
All right, so with Call Me Dott 2, in the intro, I love a good, well-placed sample. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was Didn't I Blow Your Mind, Delphonics?
No,
in the intro?
It's something Secret Garden.
Okay.
I forgot who's the actual artist, but Secret Garden.
But it was a very awesome sample. And you featured your lovely wife at the end, and she asked, so who are you? So who is R Dotta?
Damn. I'm Rashad, and Rashad Taylor's my government name, of course, man. That's what I tell her in the intro. R Dotta, man, I don't want to stray away from who I am, that I have a pseudonym. So my rap name used to be RL Taylor. That's too long to say. I did a freestyle and I said R Dot L, and one time I said R Dotta. I said, I like how that sounds. So that became me. So R Dotta is just a more intense version of who Rashad is.
Oh, I like that. So Call Me Dott 2 features 12 tracks on the album, and you dedicated your album to Lil D. So who was Lil D and how did he inspire you?
Oh, it's Lil D and Lil Braylon. Those are my two little cousins, man. One is a freshman at West Ashley. The other one's, I think it's like 7th or 8th grade.
Have they heard it yet?
Nah.
Oh, when they hear this, everyone at West Ashley is going to know.
But they play my music and they asked me about it, and I didn't know they was listening to me until like this past Christmas, I think.
And isn't it cool? Because like when our younger cousins, like they don't think you cool, but then it's just kind of like when you realize, like, oh gosh, I'm like actually cool to them. It's a big thing because like nowadays, like they don't think we're cool. They think we're old.
I made the list, man.
Yeah, they actively watching Martin Luther King. Like, are you serious? We did not. So before I dive into track 3, hence the t-shirt, because I feel like this is where this stemmed from, but I want to jump back to last year at Cultura Fest where you performed in Currency Headline. So did this collaboration stem from that?
I wish it did.
Really? Oh wow. Okay, where did it stem from?
So yeah, I got to meet him. We got to chop it up or whatever. I actually have like his assistant's number and all of that, and he told me to send him something. So that as soon as I left Cultura, I actually went to Hutch's studio, Heartbreak Hutch studio. I recorded a song. It was me and Heaven the Majestic. She's from Florence. She came in, she sang on it. We sent it to him. We didn't get it back. So I'm like, I'm gonna get this verse.
Right.
So I ended up being able to buy a verse, and that's how we got it on there. But we definitely want to send it back to him. Like, hey, that's what we did with it.
That's dope. When I heard it, I was just like, yeah, no, I was super excited. So what was it like? Well, I know you said he sent it back. But what was that whole process like?
It's crazy. Like, definitely, it's like an electric feeling. You know, Currency's like my #1 influence. I can't lie to you. And the whole recording the song. It's not the song is only that song's probably gonna go on the deluxe of the album.
Okay.
But
definitely would do.
Recording,
Yeah, great on deluxe.
Trying to make sure it comes out right, and Heaven singing on it, and we sent it to Musa and everything, and we didn't get a response for that song, but this track right here, we recorded at Costello's, and for the people who heard it, it said, man, the chemistry I got, it sounds crazy.
It sounds so good. That's how I was just like, I just wanted to know the creative process. It just sounded so well put together, and just the whole thought process with the Scarface references for every verse. It was well thought through.
Just being a big fan, I know Scarface is one of his favorite movies. If not the favorite, that's one of my favorite movies. Just, man, I don't know. We gotta do some more songs together.
I know, but it's like a awesome feeling when it's just like it's something that you wanted to do, and it's like when you actually achieve this, it's like, that felt really good. No, if not only I know it felt good, but it sounded amazing. So yeah, I definitely love that. So I Know Bitch, featuring Mike Brown Jr. And I didn't catch the young lady's name on the album.
Diamond Love.
Okay, and Diamond Love. So what was that creative process like? Because that's a bop. I feel like the hook, it's catchy. Like, it's catchy. People would just say it. So, like, how was that whole creative process like?
So, I mean, you know, shout out to Project Pat sample, you know, put me in that mode.
Right.
I was just listening to this beat, and the song was actually written a little bit out of satire of my verse. You know, it's something we say, like, that gets you in a lot of trouble.
Right.
Like, no bitch, you go do some stupid stuff.
Right after that.
But, like, you standing on it. And,
standing on business in your black woman.
So, me and Mike got cool, like, sometime last year, like, after the Culture and everything, with the hip-hop Grinch and all of that. And I was listening to his music. He had a track. I can't remember what it is in his bottom. I can't remember what song it was. But I said, nah, he gonna sound perfect on this.
Yes.
Me and my wife had like a little Christmas get together, man. I know Diamond was playing her music at it because she's in the hip hop Grinch too.
Oh, cool.
And she just started playing her music, and then I said, well, this is what I'm working on. And Alex know I hate this when people want to like hop on stuff. I hate that. But she started like singing, like freestyling to it. I'm like, oh, this is kind of hard. So I was,
it's like, dang, okay.
she was saying, I was saying her verse for like a whole week. Like, it's tough. That's all right. We got to figure out how we going to put her on up. And I ain't even came to Mike yet, asking him to get on the song. But I know I wanted him on it, just hearing his voice and like a cadence he was going to get into. So, long story short, we had to do 2 separate studio sessions because of, you know, timing conflicts. I came in, I did my verse, and then Diamond did the singing. We left like an open space for Mike. He came back, I think, like a week later. Mike wrote his verse in the studio, like off top. And
I just loved it. I just love seeing the process. Like, I just love seeing the process and how people work and just create and just,
I knew Mike was gonna have a similar verse like mine, but I just branched it off a little bit. I like how you went and talked about God somewhat. And Diamond just came in and she put the little sprinkle on
the salt-based sprinkle. No, it was a really awesome track. So looking forward to see how that one performs. I think it's going to do pretty well. My A&R mindset is telling me it's going to do really well.
I'll take it, man.
All right, so this is my favorite question. I always sit at the end of Drink Champs. This is like the last question that they always ask. So yes, I sit through all 3 hours of Drink Champs.
I know what you about to.
So, listen, you tracking. I was listening to this album now. So, Loyalty or Respect skit. Once again, you had your wife featured. I just love how y'all, because I'll dive into that later with both of you being creatives. But in the skit, you know, even though I know you answered it, but just for the people, loyalty or respect, do you need one or the other, or do you need both? What do you need?
You gotta have both. You gotta have both. You don't have respect, nobody's gonna be loyal to you. Or if I'm loyal to you and I don't respect you, I could kill you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have both. I think I did come up with a better question because I wrote the skit. I think I came up with a better question is, would you rather have people who owe professionalism to you or loyalty to you?
Well, Okay, now I feel stumped. Okay, this is the thing. I feel like someone can be super professional in a professional setting, but they can still stab you in the back too. Like, just because I'm professional, this is just strictly business. So I don't owe anything to you. Long as I handle my business, that's it. The contract is done. But if I'm loyal to you, then I'm gonna think twice before I'm just like, stab you in the back. My thoughts. I'm just like, if we're just being professional, I don't have any, that's it. It's just a business relationship.
That's true.
What do you think?
Well, I mean, if we're professional, it's a contract. It's like I'm supposed to hold you to that contract.
Right.
You know, but be loyal, it's a little loose.
Right.
We ain't grow up together, I don't necessarily owe you that loyalty or whatever.
But do you have to be a day one to have loyalty?
Nah, it shouldn't be, but, you know, that's the way of the world.
I think so. But I will say there are some people that I like just recently met who you're just like, you know, who are loyal, more loyal than people who I've known for years.
Thanks.
So I know when Drake was like, no new friends, I don't necessarily believe in that whole thing. Cause I mean, look what you and Mike did, and y'all like, so.
Man, me and Mike kick it out like almost every, like our wives and niggas, we kick it like almost every week.
Y'all heard that, y'all wives. I got to grow up, y'all.
Come on, man.
So, speaking of that, perfect. You just lead into my question. Are you looking at my notes?
Nah.
Get out of here. All right, so you got married in 2023, and you're currently in newlywed bliss, and you're both creatives. So, like, how is it like blending that together, and how has it affected your music?
Well, blending it, I'm gonna tell you what most people don't tell you, most males don't tell you, it's the easiest thing in the world, man. Marriage ain't hard.
Really? Say that again.
Marriage ain't hard, if you wanna do it, it's not hard. Nah, I mean, you gotta put an effort towards it, but it ain't hard. And what was the second half of the question? My bad.
No, you're fine. And how has your marriage affected your music?
The reason why y'all gotta call me Dott, the first one, is because she pushed me to go out there. You know what I'm saying? So she's been with me through that in 2020, you know, the whole COVID thing in 2021. But I got hit by a car. I was down bad. And she still was pushing, you need to put some music out.
Wow.
She's like my biggest supporter when it comes to that, man. So it's not hard. You know, she's my inspiration. One of the song that was a single for Amethyst. I'm talking about her.
I remember that one. Ring, ring, ring.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna sing to y'all. I ain't gonna do all of that. I love that song. Now I gotta play it when I leave here. That was a bop. We got to re-push that again.
Come on, man.
But yeah, I love that. So, with the next one, so my nigga freestyle, I feel like you painted a picture of some guy who just jumped off the porch because he had to go take care of his family. Yeah. And you're just an amazing lyricist. You can paint a story very well. So like, as far as lyricism, where do you feel like the state of lyricism is? Because I know a lot of people say, you know, we got bubblegum rap and all of this other stuff. So like, as far as being a lyricist, because I feel like when you're a lyricist first, it just makes everything else easier. Like, it's not hard to listen to you because, like I said, you're painting a story. So what do you think the state of like lyricism is in 2024?
I think it's swinging back to that. I think we've seen how the effects of it not being so prevalent in the industry, how it's left the community, left the culture, and it's not as good. It got people paid, but it's short time. You know, we've had like a lot of rappers get killed in the past 10 years. A lot of rappers go to jail in the past 10 years. So I think the lyricism kind of, you know, it pushes more intelligence in the community, because, you know, the rap culture is black culture.
Yeah.
That's going to reflect what's going on in our culture, in our community. So when we have music that's more of a negative, pushing a negative agenda, we tend to do more negative things as a culture. When we have music that's uplifting the culture, we tend to do. Example, Public Enemy, everybody was more conscious. Right.
And everyone was like, well, what happened to conscious rap?
Yeah,
I
got theories on it.
Yeah, like I feel like it's still artists who are like conscious, because I mean, you sat in on the listening party. So I mean, we've gotten songs like that, but it's just kind of like, it's not catchy. I don't know what the difference. Like, Fight the Power slapped back then, but like now, I don't know if we got a new age Fight the Power.
I mean, to be honest, everybody shouldn't rap.
That's true.
Everybody shouldn't rap, you know.
So you trying to say you wouldn't ghostwrite for me? That's what you saying?
Like, we get you in the booth. You got the platform.
So he didn't say I couldn't rap. He just said I have the platform. That'll work.
No, I saw the video you doing the City Girls. Yeah.
That is hilarious. Okay, no, back to you. This is about you. So, Money on My Mind featuring Ja Jr. And I feel like every time y'all work together, whatever y'all put out is fire. So, what is the chemistry like with you and Ja?
I think, man, because we did a lot for Amethyst. I think it's low key like a competitive thing, man. At least that's how I feel about it.
Okay, and you know I was going to say, I felt like when you heard his verse, he was like, I need to write a better verse. And when he heard that verse, he was like, okay, I'm gonna write a better. That's how I felt when I was listening to the song.
He gonna say like, nah, it's not. It was like, bruh, like I feel like we try to edge each other out every time, and they come out to be fire.
I think that's a good thing, though. It's like healthy rap competition. I don't think it's a bad thing because it pushes you to be a better artist.
Yeah. No, shout out to Ja for real, man. I think we actually got a few songs that never came out, so that was the one that like had to come out. And he's supposed to be sending me something else, so we'll see about it.
I'm excited. So with Call Me Dott 2, I feel like you were extremely vulnerable with a lot of things, and everything from your beat selection and all. So one, what just made you be so open?
It was definitely intentional. I feel like with some of my past projects, I kind of wanted to do what I thought was gonna be accepted. And this one, I'm not gonna say I don't really care about being accepted because this is a business.
Right.
But I had to be more authentic to myself, and that was a lot to get out. You know what I'm saying? So from Call Me Dott 1, I kind of got like a little vulnerable towards the end. But Call Me Dott 2, I didn't really speak about certain things. And like I said, I got hit by that car in 2021, and a couple months before that, my best friend got killed. So I had like
trauma.
At least about 12, 13 friends get killed my whole life. I've had friends get killed, or family members get killed since like 2nd grade. So me having to sit down and stay in the house for down there like 2 years, I had to like finally face all that, you know. So writing this album was me getting all of that out, and that's just one part of it. I got other stuff to talk about, which is gonna be on the next album.
Ooh, Call Me Dott 3. And I will say a lot of times I read this quote and it was just kind of like, you're not necessarily healed because you're just not around the things that trigger you. So when you gotta be around those things and you gotta look in the mirror and face those things, it's like, oh wait, I got some more healing that I need to do.
You sit in the house, man. There's no way to keep busy.
Right.
Thoughts gonna hit you. I couldn't work, so I mean, like, what are we doing?
Right? Like, now we're thinking. And just jumping into that, so I'm pretty sure this was the last skit, you know, your wife asks you speak a lot from pain. So like, and I know you touched on that just a little bit, but like, how are you just able to, you know, articulate that into music and just put it out into a place where you're comfortable sharing it?
Let's go back to like track 3 or 4. I ain't no bitch. So nobody gonna test me on that. But no, on the serious note, this is really just talking to God.
Right.
You know, this is my testimony.
That was so beautiful. So, what producers did you work with on this album? Because everything is mixed so well. I know we're in Costello Studios, but everything is mixed beautifully. And when I heard the beats, I was like, who's out here making these beats? Everything was just, it felt perfectly like it was made for you.
Well, you know, for one, I told Costello on the first session, this is a collaborative effort, man. So like, he might have engineered it, but it's me and his project. As far as production, we got beats by DP Beats, I think. I think he's out of Tennessee.
Oh, cool.
We got Kenneth English. We got this guy named Billy. Produced by DM.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Oh, babe.
I didn't want to say his real name.
Right.
Produced by DM is on there. And DJ Flip, all of them is on there. That's the song with Currency. And I think that's about it.
Yeah, no, it was.
Shout out to everybody if I missed you.
Yeah, no, everything was well produced, well put together. So let's dive into a little thing. So like I was talking about the artist development that we do the listening party. So what's it like being on that side, you know, listening to music, judging music? Because I know as an artist it's hard because like artists are sensitive about this shit. So like to sit up there and just be like, I am going to give you a blah blah blah. But like, what's that experience like?
I mean, well, you know, like as an artist, I try to stress you gotta know the business side. So when I'm up there, I try to look at it as a business, and but I also have insight as an artist. So when I might give you a lower score than a 5 or whatever, I try to give you like a constructive criticism in order to make that song better. I don't want to just tear you down like your song sucks.
Right.
If I like, why'd you even say? I don't want to do that.
Right. You want to give like constructive criticism.
Yeah, because at one point in time I was trash, but I thought I was hot.
Right.
You know? So not to say that, you know, I said earlier everybody shouldn't rap.
Right.
But you put time and effort to go to the studio. You got a beat and you actually lease the beat and it's not a rip off YouTube when it says purchase your track here.
Right.
You actually put time and effort into it.
Right.
All right, now we got a foundation to work on. This is something you might really want to do.
Right.
Let me see if I could help you take that song where the lyrics might have been a little iffy, but that takes time to get on the writing.
Right.
But everything else you could just develop on.
That's true. That's definitely true. And like you said, you gotta start somewhere. I always say I keep my first video on YouTube because I was like the coloring was off, the vocals and everything was not good. But I was like, when you see that video and just to where I'm at now, you gotta start somewhere just to have that growth, but to know you're investing and working on your craft too.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just can't be playing around. So secondly, we were talking about the hip hop Grinch earlier. So what was your part in that? Like, what was that whole collaboration like? Because I heard the Hip Hop Grinch is going on tour next holiday.
Come on, man. Shout out to Mike and Jordan. So they hit me like, Mike hit me like last year sometime, asked me to be a part of it, but of course I'm getting married, so I missed like almost all the practices until like maybe a month and a half before. But in the play, I'm Big Buck. I run the jail. Mike is the Grinch. I kind of like, you know, Mike and Max are the Grinch and Max are in jail. That's how they meet. We call Max Maxi Pad. We punking him. And I look up to the Grinch. My character looks up to the Grinch as like an OG, but he kind of like, he ain't really, you know, rocking with me like that. So I got to check him a little bit, but you know, we end up butting heads, and I lose. Of course, Mike got to write the script for me to lose.
I mean, listen, the director's choice. Yeah. So, like, are you looking to do like more plays? Like, what was that your first musical?
That was my, and I hate musicals.
Really?
That was my first time acting.
Really? Yeah. You liked it? So, is it going to be more? Are we going to step into your theater side?
I hope so, man. I don't mind being typecasted either, because that's where the money is. You could cast me somebody who rob people all day.
Okay. So 50 Cent, if you got, you know, someone Power, Raising Kanan, BMF, whatever.
I can do the voice. Fuck my mom.
Every time they say he sounds like Sylvester Stallone and I cannot unhear it, please hire R Dotta, because the young man is great, but he sounds like Sylvester Stallone.
You so crazy about that. So my nickname is 50.
Are you? 50 Cent. That is funny. 50 Cent, hello.
Come on, bro.
We keep telling y'all we got talent in Charleston. Y'all not listening to us.
My nickname and my dad's nickname is 50.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, so hello. What are you doing here, sir?
Connection.
Have my people call your people.
Come on. You know Chris.
Right, we did do that interview. That went viral. All right, so for the album, you have 12 tracks. I feel like it is the perfect length. Like, nothing left me, I didn't feel like, oh, this is too long. I feel like it was a perfect length and it left me wanting more. So, like, I'm super excited for Call Me Dott 3, even though, like I said, I got the preview, the exclusive. But I feel like it is a beautiful album. You took your time and you worked through it. It sounds amazing. You did an amazing job on it. When is it dropping?
So I'm waiting to do one more thing.
Okay.
We're aiming for it to come out earliest March, the latest in the April.
I love it. So, is there anything else that I didn't ask that you want? Well, no, pause. How can people find you? How can they connect with you? How can they stream your music? That's a very important question.
Man. All social media is RDOTTA. This is my camera.
Yes.
RDOTTA 843. You can find my music on everywhere. All DSPs, RDOTTA. Website, callmedott.com. That's with 2 T's. What else we got, man? And I just be here, man. Inquiries at callmedott.com if you want to send some beats through. I don't really know about taking features from everybody because
I don't believe
but if you're a producer, you can send some beats through. We could talk about features, but don't just send your own.
I would say the album sounds amazing, so don't put nobody else on it.
Oh no.
Oh, you mean this where people hit you up? Oh, okay.
I'm done.
I was like, no, leave it as is. Don't touch nothing else on it.
I'm done. The only thing y'all gonna get is I'm working on the deluxe version of it, where I got like a couple songs and then make it on the original one, and it's gonna be fire too.
What's a quote that you live by?
Apply yourself, fool. You can live out your dreams too.
Ooh, boom.
Currency.
You heard it here first. It's Chris Kalen, R Dotta. Next up, Call Me Dott 2, coming out soon. And make sure you guys stay tuned. Yeah, that was a good one.
Rapper.
Got toast on that. Ew.